Hey everyone, welcome to today's webinar on learning how to make millions as a handwriting analyst. This webinar is specially for those people who want to create a new source of income with a completely new skill in your life, which is the ability to read people's handwriting and change their life and transform their life with handwriting. How many of you really want to do that? Type in me in the chat window if you really want to become a handwriting analyst and you want to make millions in this field as a career and you want this to be a new source of income for you. Perfect. So those of you who are typing in me, congratulations, because everything starts with an intention. Now, before I come on video, I'm going to play a quick video, which is an introduction to what I do and my programs, but so that this is for the people who met me for the first time today. It's a quick 2 minutes introduction video. Immediately after that, we will start today's webinar on learning how to make millions as a handwriting analyst. So here we go, starting with the first introduction video.
Ready? Let's go. Step into the magical world of law of attraction with Indu and Mitesh Khatri. They are masters with over 18 years of experience, authors of 2 best-selling books, Law of Attraction and Awaken the Leader in You, trained over 300 organizations worldwide, and have a lasting impact on over 1 million people across the globe.
It's life-changing,
amazing, awesome.
I've become more positive.
I've never been happier in life.
Stress, tension, they are scared to come to me.
Paisa vasool, I like that.
Full on masti.
Indu and Mitesh are here to make a remarkable change in your health, relationships, career, money and spiritual lives.
The growth has been phenomenal, I would say. Knowing from where I was and what has happened in the last 1 year, I would say it's phenomenal.
Today the dam is open and the miracles are happening every moment.
My entire outlook has changed. I was never so elated, I was never so happy.
I've been able to be a go-getter and really create results. So certain objectives that we had at the beginning of the year, which many people thought would be a challenge, I was able to accomplish them in 6 months.
So what are you waiting for? Join the magical world of law of attraction today and transform your lives now like you never thought possible. Give it up for Indu and Mitesh Khatri.
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome for today's webinar on learning how to make millions in the area of handwriting analysis as a career. How many of you really want to make this a career? Type in me one more time in the chat window. And the reason I'm asking you to do that is because everything in life starts with an intention, right? Those of you who know me for quite some time, type in I know you in the chat window. But those of you who are meeting me for the first time today, in case you are, whether you're on YouTube Live or Zoom right now, type in first time in the chat window so I know that who's meeting me for the first time today and how many of you already know me. I think most of you already know me. But for new people, my name is Mitesh Khatri. I and my wife Indu Khatri, we are law of attraction coaches, and we also have a business partner called Imran Baig. He's one of the world's best handwriting analysts in the world globally. And the reason we are doing today's webinar is to learn how we can use handwriting analysis to make a career and make millions with it. Now, why did I choose to partner with Imran and why did I choose this course of handwriting analysis to make it part of our community, to make it part of our law of attraction courses? Here is why. I strongly believe that handwriting is one of the fastest ways to change your what? Everyone show me your hands. Frequency. Because only when you change your frequency, you change what you attract in your life. Listen, all of you quickly answer this question to me in the chat window. If you really, really believed that your thoughts can change your life, if you believe that, if you have even 1% believe in that your thoughts can change your life, type in yes in the chat window quickly. Now, even if you've heard this for the first time, even if you've heard this many times, but do you believe that? You believe that, right? But in spite of that, now answer this question and be very honest about it. Even though you believe that your thoughts create your reality, are there many days in a year when you wake up in the morning, you don't consciously create your reality, which means you don't manifest. You don't use your affirmations every single morning. And you start your day as a routine, as a habit, without manifesting, without using your affirmations, without using the power of your thoughts. Tell me how much percentage of the year we don't control our reality by using your thoughts in the morning itself. Tell me how much percentage. Now, if you have not done my law of attraction course yet, it means probably the answer is going to be 70 to 80%. But if you've done my law of attraction course yet, then maybe quite a percentage of your life now you have probably been controlling in your life. But what is the point here? The point is, even though we realize that our thoughts create our reality, 80 to 90% of our life, we start our morning without taking control of our thoughts. How many people are guilty of that? Type in G for guilty in the chat window. We don't take control of our thoughts in order to take control of our reality. But I know why we don't do it, because it's not easy. I'm not blaming anybody for it. Even I have made that mistake. Even I have been guilty for it. But there is a way to change your thoughts in an easy way. There are multiple tools that we teach in law of attraction. One of the powerful tools that I personally have experienced is handwriting. Why? Because when you're doing your handwriting practice, it is changing directly in your brain at a neurological level. As Imran sir always says, it is not your handwriting, it is your mind writing. And when you change your handwriting, you change your mind. It is the fastest way to change your frequency. That is why today we have called Imran sir to teach you how you can become a master practitioner of graphology. Handwriting analysis as a topic in scientific language is called as graphology. Everyone please type in the word graphology in the chat window, because if you want to make a career out of it, you must understand what this word means. Of course, Imran sir will tell you more in detail about it in a few minutes, but type in the word graphology in the chat window. Now, today's webinar is for two types of people. One, people who want to master graphology for themselves, and you want to master your own life. You want to master changing your frequency, changing your thoughts, your beliefs, your feelings, just by changing your handwriting. If you are here only for that one reason, then you're at the right place. Type in 1 in the chat window if you are here because you only want to change your life, nothing else. Now, some of you may be in that category. But mainly today's program is for the second kind of category of people, where you don't only want to change your life, you want to make millions in this career of handwriting analysis. Just like Imran sir has become famous, he has become a millionaire. He has helped many other people to make a lot of money as a handwriting analyst. If you want to build a career, if you want to learn a new skill, then this is for you. So type in 2 in the chat window for those of you who are here because you want to make millions as a handwriting analyst and you would like to consider having this new source of income. I keep telling people MSI comes with MMS. Everyone write this in your notepads. MSI starts with MMS. What does that mean? MSI means multiple sources of income. How many of you want multiple sources of income? Raise your hands, please. But for multiple sources of income, it happens with MMS. What is MMS? Multiple money-making skills. Unfortunately, most of us have only 1 or 2 money-making skills, because of which we have only 1 or 2 sources of income. Think about it. Right now, how many sources of income do you have? Tell me in the chat window right now. And you will observe most people are going to answer 1 or 2. Only the platinum members here may be typing in more because they've already learned many money-making skills. Our commitment is to give you more money-making skills so you can serve people and make money. But if you don't have a money-making skill, is it possible to have a new source of income? Type in yes or no, everyone. No, it's not possible to have a new source of income if you don't upgrade a new money-making skill. From my point of view, handwriting analysis is one of the best money-making skills that you can learn in your life to be a coach, to teach other people, to help other people transform their life with handwriting analysis, and that too in the fastest way possible. So today's webinar is for those people who want to consider this as a career and who want to invest in this as a business. So this webinar is not about joining a course. This webinar is about starting a new business. It's a business opportunity. All of you, please type in the word opportunity in the chat window if you're realizing what I'm saying here. This is an opportunity to start a new business, not just join a new course. At the end of today's session of the webinar today, Imran sir is going to invite you to join this business. Obviously, every business opportunity starts with what? Everyone quickly tell me one word in the chat window. If you want to start any business in the world, you have to start with what? Vision, training, what else? Come on, quickly. Any business has to start with an investment. Very good. At the end of the session today, Imran sir is going to show you the investment for today's course, for today's business opportunity. Mentally be prepared for 6 lakhs. Now you would say, but Mitesh, 6 lakhs is a big amount. Yes, it is a big amount because this is a business opportunity. It is not a course. A business opportunity to make millions for the rest of your life. If you invest 6 lakh rupees in a fixed deposit, are you going to become a millionaire with that? Type in yes or no in the chat window quickly, everyone. If you take your 6 lakhs and you invest it in a fixed deposit, are you going to become a millionaire? No. But if you take 6 lakhs and you invest it in the right business, which has the potential to make you millions, is it a much better investment rather than taking that money and putting it into the fixed deposit? Type in yes or no in the chat window. Yes, that is why mentally be prepared to invest 6 lakhs at the end of the session today to start this new business where you can make millions as a handwriting analyst. Now, the actual investment may be a little less than 6 lakhs. That will be the special offer for today only, but only for people who stay till the very end. How many people will be with us till the very end today? Type in IP, I promise, if you're going to be with us till the very end to see what is that special offer today for this new business opportunity. Now, we'd want you to invest in this business only and only when you are 100% clear that this business can make you millions and it is the fastest and the easiest way to create a new career. Only when you're 100% clear about that, then you invest in this business opportunity, not otherwise. Now, whose job is it to give you that clarity? Whose job is it to give you 100% confidence that this business can make you millions, that this is the fastest way to grow in your career? That is not your job. That job is belonging to the master here, Imran sir himself. I will contribute a little bit, but he's going to be the master who's going to show you 100% clarity that it's possible to make millions in this business and you can make this as one of the fastest growing career of your life. If you've taken 20 years to start your career, I'm telling you this particular career, it'll take you only maximum 3 months to start your career here and you'll have a new money making skill. So how many of you are mentally prepared for that investment? If you're ready, type in fair deal FD in the chat window, that we will do our best to give you that clarity. You only join when you have that 100% clarity that yes, Mitesh, now I'm clear, we can make millions in this business. Then you join. If that's a fair deal, type in FD in the chat window, fair deal right now. And now let's invite the master blaster himself, Imran sir. And here we are. Hey Imran, welcome today for the webinar and thank you so much for coming and giving us this opportunity to understand how we can start a new money making skill and have a new source of income in our life as a handwriting analyst. Thank you for joining us today.
Great. Hello everybody. Can I see you all wave your hands with a big smile on? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Mitesh and Induji, thank you for having me here, and it's always exciting to be here and sharing new insights for people. And I want to tell you this: the world is changing fast, and we need more and more people who can get equipped and start supporting people. मेरा एक बेहतरीन तरीके से एक मानना है, and I really truly believe in this. The world needs you. Everybody who's watching this, everybody who's attending this program right now, I want to tell you this: दुनिया को आपकी जरूरत है. The world needs you. So you need to show up and you need to equip yourself and transform your life and become an example and inspire more people in your life. How many of you would like to have that? Imran, first, I want to focus on my life. I want to transform and I want to become a biggest example for many people in my life. And I want to also support people in duplicating the success, what you have created for your own self. So if yes, come on, everybody, give me some love on the chat box by saying yes.
Perfect. So as people are saying yes, a quick question, Imran, because I know the objective that I have set here, the context that I've set here is making millions as a handwriting analyst. Yes. Is that really possible?
Definitely yes. And I want to tell you this, I'm not just saying yes, I can actually show it to you because I recently got, acknowledged for making the millions using Graphology and you know what, especially online in the shortest possible span. So how many of you like to see that?
How many of you would like to see the proof how he has become a millionaire in the shortest period of time? Type in I in the chat window if you'd like to see that proof right now. Yes, Imran, go for it.
The beautiful story of my career is that, when I started this, I started very, very small. I started way back in 2004 and you'll not believe it. I was just about 21-year-old then. And this is how my journey started. Things were amazing. I had offline, programs. I had people coming from different parts of the world and doing it. And this is how the journey is. And you all know when the pandemic came into picture, things changed for us. And the best thing happened for me is as part of the pandemic, I was able to take my business online. And you will not believe it. When I went online in the first year of my business, I was able to clock a revenue of 1 crore in less than a year's time. And you know what? It's been about 3 years right now. I've been online and I've been able to create 10 CR. Can you see that? I started as 1 CR in 1 year and less than 3 years of a time. And right now I have 10 crore as a total revenue using handwriting analysis as a topic. And by the way, this is only the last 3 years of my life. I'm not even counting how I started and how much I've made already in my life.
Wow. Everyone, please type in a big congratulations for Imran sir for crossing that $1 million mark, which is much more than actually $1 million. He's crossed 10 crores now in 3 years. And if he can do it, you can do it faster. And I'll tell you why. When we learn something from scratch, it's a different ball game. But when you learn from a master who has already done it and he's teaching you systematically, which means that if he's done it in 3 years and if he's showing you the same pathway, what is the chance that we'll do it in at least 50% of the time that he has, where instead of 3 years, maybe we'll do it in a 1.5 years or maximum 2 years of time? Is that possible if you have the guidance of a master with you? Type in possible in the chat window right now. And let's start with understanding with Imran sir. Imran, why did you choose handwriting as a tool to make your career, and why are we even considering that for our audience today, that they can make this as a career to make millions? You could have done anything. You could have started a restaurant business. You could have started something else. Why handwriting analysis?
To be very honest, Mitesh, when I was in college, I was doing handwriting analysis because it was giving me all the name and fame and attention. Because people used to love it the way I used to analyze handwriting, and I was super accurate. And in the process of doing that, I happened to come across a very beautiful scenario in my life which changed the way I looked at handwriting analysis. Because until that moment, I was just doing handwriting analysis as a way of getting attention.
Right.
But when I met this person, I happened to be in a particular event, and I happened to be analyzing somebody's handwriting, and I accidentally saved that person's life. And how many of you are interested in knowing the story, Imran? How did handwriting analysis become a beautiful,
a life-saving activity? Wow. How many of you would love to know that? Type an I in the chat window if you'd love to know how he was able to save a person's life with handwriting. Let's go.
I have been analyzing handwritings, and I was very good at it. And in the process of doing it, I was invited to present a talk in the Rotary Club on handwriting analysis. I was very young. I was so excited. And you know what, that time I did not have my own vehicle. So the president of the Rotary Club suggested, Imran, why don't you come over to my home? And from there, I will take you to the event. You can do the program and I can drop you back. The event was at 7 o'clock. I was supposed to be at their home at 6:30, but with all the excitement, I landed very early, 5:30.
Okay.
And because I was early, they had to take care of me. The president of the Rotary Club introduced me to his spouse, with the wife. She took care of my tea, coffee, and everything. And when she got to know that I'm a handwriting analyst, she wanted to get her handwriting analyzed.
Makes sense.
I was very good at showing off my skills, and I was very good at impressing people with my handwriting. So I analyzed her handwriting. I talked about her, strengths, personality, and everything. And you know what? I completed the analysis. I did a pretty good job. I went to the Rotary Club, delivered my talk, came back home. 4 days later, I get a call on my landline. I'm talking about an era where there was no mobile phones, and I got a call on the landline, and the lady on the other side says, "Thank you, Imran, for saving my life." I was pretty young, not really knowing what to respond, but I said, "Sorry, ma'am, I did not understand." And she said, "No, Imran, thank you so much for saving my life, because my children have grown up, my husband is well established, and everybody is busy doing what they have to do. I somewhere felt, not really required right now. I felt insignificant about my existence. And somewhere I tried, but I could not sustain. So I thought it's better to let go of this world. And I was actually planning to commit suicide. And I was waiting for you the day you had come to my home. I was waiting for you, both of you, to leave so I can go and end my life. But when you spoke—
Same day?
Same day. And she was just waiting for us to go, and so that she can, go ahead and execute the plan. And the very same day, when I analyzed her handwriting, she said, "You spoke the way my parents always spoke about my abilities. You made me realize the potential I have." And from that day onwards, every day I started delaying taking an action on it. And it's been 4 days. I thought I should let you know this. Thank you for giving me a new perspective to my life. And I've decided to do something better. And you know what? The person who picked up the phone and the person who kept the phone was never the same. And that's the moment I decided, I think I have a tool which can actually do more than what I am doing it right now. And that's how it turned around. I made a decision of teaching the science to handwrite, more and more people. And I want to tell you this, nobody supported me in my decision because people said, it's your skill. You should be having that power. If you give it to others, you lose your USP, you lose your, you'll stop getting attention and things like that. But you know what? No, that day I decided, and you know what? I believe if all of us put together, if we can add value to at least one life or save one
Save
life,
one life. Wow.
and I think we have done justice to our existence. How many of you
No doubt.
believe in this?
No doubt about
And
it.
I
How many
tell
of you
this to
agree?
everybody.
How many of you agree with that? Type in yes in the chat window if you agree that if all of us together could learn this skill and the way he saved a life, if you could save one life and we all did it together, would it be worth learning this skill? Type in worth it in the chat window if you agree this is worth it. Now I understand, Imran, why you chose handwriting as a skill to build your career because you obviously saved a life. From then till now, you've obviously crossed, let's say, about 10 crores or so, much more than that. Now, my question is, today for the audience who's listening to us, our students who are listening to us, for them to make millions, one of the doubts they would have is that, Imran, you have years of experience. How would I be able to learn that? So what are the 2 or 3 things that we are going to learn today that will give them this confidence that they will be able to create the same success that you have for yourself as an handwriting analysis? What are the 3 things that we are going to learn today?
Thank you, Mitesh, for this wonderful question. I want to tell you this. I am not only committed to teaching you handwriting analysis, but committed to give you this entire blueprint, which is just as simple as plug and play. With all years of experience, I have understood one thing. It's not just about teaching handwriting analysis. It's not just about making you a handwriting analyst, but it's important that I establish you as a handwriting analyst, launch you as a handwriting analyst, and give you all the systems which is working for me. All that you have to do is plug and play. And I want to tell you this, you might be seeing 10 CR there, you might be seeing 1 CR there. So if I ask you, even if you're able to make 10% of what we have generated in the last 3 years of time, how many of you will be more excited to do that right now?
Absolutely. How many of you would be excited if you could replicate that success in your life and make this kind of money and help people the way he is helping people? So let's begin. Start with that intention that it's possible for you the way it's possible for him. Don't sit there with that intention of, I don't think this will happen. Sit there with that intention that, yes, I can also do this if Imran can also do this. Everyone type in I can in the chat window so that we are starting with a positive intention to start with. So as I said, Imran, what are the 3 things that we are going to learn today?
Great. So let me take you, and everybody go ahead, make a note if you want to, because in a way, you'll also have your handwriting sample handy in front of you. So the first secret, Mitesh, I will be sharing with everybody today is the most measurable way of succeeding in HRCM.
Wow. And for those of you who don't know what is HRCM, health, relationships, career, and money. What do you really mean by this, Imran? The most measurable way?
Because everybody wants to change their life for better. Everybody wants to go from one place to another. The idea is it's important for you to really identify your current status of your life. Because many of us, in the name of changing, sometimes we end up changing what is working for us. So if you really don't know if you're in ground zero, you are focusing towards working to level 1. But the problem is most of us are already in level 1 and we're putting in a lot of hard work to go to level 1. So this is the easiest way to identify where you are in your life right now. In terms of your health, where are you standing? In terms of your relationship, where are you standing? And you know what? I'm going to give you a specific way to measure that from where to where you have actually elevated. And you know what? This is not just the one secret I'm going to be sharing. Mitesh, you can go ahead and share the next 2 secrets too.
So before you go to the second secret, what you mean is I will be able to measure where I am today. I will be able to measure where I will be, let's say 3 months from now by using handwriting analysis. And what specific changes I can make to my handwriting in a measurable way, which I can see as a before and after effect, which will translate into what I achieve in my life as results. Is that what you're saying?
Perfect. You got it right.
And I can measure that.
Yes, please.
So this is like, I remember that, do you remember those TV ads that we used to see? I don't know what, telebrands, right? Telebrands. जिसमें कहता है पहले मैं ऐसा हुआ करता था, अब मैं ऐसा हूँ. So you're talking about that kind of dramatic difference you can show as a before and after in handwriting. Is that really possible?
Yes.
कि पहले मैं काला था, मैंने क्रीम लगा ली, अब मैं गोरा हो गया. But it'll be really interesting to see if that's really possible. But is there any proof? Will we be able to see some evidence today of measurable way of succeeding our HRCM?
Yes, many more. Not only one. I'm going to give you and unfold success stories of my students, which I'm going to be proudly flaunting in front of everybody, because if they can do it, I think everybody can do it.
Wow. How many of you would like to see some evidence like this? Type an I in the chat window, and then let's look at what is the secret number 2 that we are going to learn today. Yes, Imran.
The secret number 2 is the easiest self-guided method to coach anybody. How many of you want to be a coach? Imran, I want to be a trainer. I want to be a coach. I want to facilitate people having better life. Give me a big yes on the chat box. Come on, everybody.
Now, what do you really mean by the easiest guide?
So the idea is, now, most of us have so much of information about adding value to people's life. We have been doing programs after program. We have all these systems and methods, but the idea is we don't get onto the doing mode. And I have cracked this code with using handwriting analysis. We have created a very beautiful system that anybody who can undergo the training with us can start making money and start coaching people even before the program gets over. So that's the idea.
Wow, amazing. So for an example, I remember in school, I was very bad at drawing. How many of you were bad in drawing in school? Type an I in the chat room if you were bad in drawing. I was very bad. And I remember, in spite of me being bad in school in drawing, I had actually won a drawing competition. And I'll tell you how I won the competition. How many of you want to know how I won the competition? Type an I in the chat window again. So I'll tell you how I won the competition. I had a teacher who's very biased towards me. She used to help me cheat also. I know teachers should not do that, but she did that with me. So what she did was she gave me something called a stencil of a particular drawing. And I was supposed to draw Ganpati Bappa in the drawing competition. Now, she gave me the picture of Ganpati as a stencil, which I was able to keep below the paper in my notebook where I was doing the drawing. Now, how many of you remember there was a stencil which we used to use and we used to draw on that, and that made drawing very, very easy? Anybody remembers that? Type in yes in the chat window. So I did that. And by the way, the teacher who gave me the drawing stencil was different. And obviously in the drawing competition, the teacher who was examining was different. So I remember this examining teacher, she would cross me every time. And what I would do is every time I would take another page where I had drawn my actual Ganpati, which was very bad, by the way. I mean, Ganpati was not bad. My handwriting was bad. So I would always show that page. And when she would walk away, I'll go to the next page where I was actually drawing the Ganpati on the stencil. And I know, I'm sorry, this is a bad example, but I was cheating. But I actually won the drawing competition because the stencil was so perfect that I was able to draw the perfect handwriting, the perfect drawing of Ganpati. So Imran, are you saying you're going to give us that kind of a cheat sheet, if I may ask, where it will really become easy for us to become a coach today?
Yeah, I have figured out a challenge for everybody. You know what? The biggest challenge is, looking for new people, new clients. And yeah, we have, covered that. And, the biggest challenge is to establish yourself, your identity and authority online. We have figured that out. And the biggest challenge, starting from a business card to your identity on the internet, to giving you a validation that you're part of an international organization, everything is taken care of. All that you have to do is focus on being awesome, and rest of it all, we're going to take care of it.
Amazing. How many of you would like to see the proof? Is this really true? I would love to see the proof. Type in I in the chat window if you'd love to see the proof that how this can be the easiest and the fastest method for being a coach. Great, Imran. Thank you. Let's go to the third secret.
This is my favorite. The superpower to see through like an X-ray machine. Imagine, Mitesh, if I'm going to tell you that if I can look into anybody's handwriting, I can not only find out about 128 things about their behavior, but also about their health challenges, including psychosomatic challenges and all the internal issues they're experiencing just by looking at their handwriting.
Wow, amazing. This is really amazing. And what is this picture there? Is that Superman?
Yes, it's like the superpower.
Okay, so I remember in the movie Superman had this ability where he could see a person's body like an X-ray machine because of his eye's ability, and he could literally see the bones and the muscles and the nerves of a person. You're saying using handwriting analysis, you can actually see through like an X-ray machine in a person's handwriting what's going on in his body.
Perfect. That's what I meant by it. That's what the picture signifies.
Wow, this is crazy. How many of you would love to become an X-ray machine where you're able to see a person's health problems, relationship problems, career problems, and financial problems, which even they cannot see? You can see that in their handwriting in just one look. Now, we're going to see proof of that, I'm pretty sure, right, Imran?
Definitely. I'm going to show you, demonstrate to you, because it's not just about what you think. And I'm sure many of you have this question, Imran, really with handwriting, what is the science? What is the scientific proof around it? Now, we're going to talk everything, but yeah, this is what
with proof. Perfect. So everybody excited to begin? Let's begin with secret number one. What is the secret number one? Anybody remember secret number one? Please type it in the chat window if you remember it. Imran, what is the secret number one?
That's the most amazing thing. The most
measurable way of succeeding in HRCM. Got it. Let's begin. Can we, instead of beginning with just the theory part of it, maybe start with a real-time proof of this point?
Well, how many times have you experienced in your life, ladies and gentlemen, that you have all the abilities inside of you? You have all the things which you are trained for, but still you're not able to create success for your own self. I'm referring to people who are highly qualified. They have all the skills. They're not able to attract the right job for themselves. You have all the abilities, all the potential and amazing personality, but you're not able to attract the right relationship for your own self. And issue is that, Imran, many people come and actually tell me, Imran, I have the best of product, best of services, but nobody buys from me. The same product somebody else is selling, people buy it, but they're not buying it from me. They don't take my services. But somewhere you need to really work on how are you communicating to people on a subconscious level.
Right. So succeeding with proof, measurable in health, relationships, career, and money.
Yes.
Let's have a look at the proof. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm taking a case study of a very wonderful student of mine, and she went ahead and surprised not only us, but also herself by creating an amazing results. But I want to tell you something really interesting here. I'm going to show you a handwriting sample, and I'm going to pick up things which I see that in the handwriting sample, and I want you to also look into your own handwriting and signature and identify, because your handwriting is coming from your subconscious mind. And every time you write, you're actually bringing in the blueprint of your subconscious mind onto the paper.
Makes sense.
For a trained handwriting analyst like me, when I look into your handwriting, I know where are your blocks when it comes to money, when it comes to career, when it comes to relationship. So right now I'm going to be focusing on career and money as a block I'm able to see in handwriting. And normally when you have this money block, and let me check this, Mitesh, on the chat box, I want everybody here present in this call, go ahead and tell me, Imran, I'm experiencing money and career block in my life right now. And I'm going to give you, there are many ways of looking at it. I'm going to unfold a couple of things which you can look into your handwriting and find out whether you have this really or not. So go ahead, everybody.
So how many of you are going through career blocks or money blocks? Type it in the chat window right now if you're going through career and money block. If both, then type in career and money blocks both. And let's see what proof we can see, kind of a before and after effect of what can be seen in handwriting about our career and money. Let's go.
So let me start with the signature first. So everybody on your screen, there is a signature which I'm going to be showing you right now. Now pay attention to this signature. Technically, there's a very good looking signature. You know what? It's fancy. It looks like very complicated, and everybody would love to have a signature like this. You know why? Because it looks okay. So nobody can copy this. But technically, we don't suggest you having a signature like this, because we classify this signature as a scribbled signature. And I want to tell you this, every time you write, you're putting across, every time you sign, you're putting across a message to the universe and also to your subconscious mind. And subconsciously, the vibration you're sending to people is that when people sign like this, they're vibrating at the frequency called as inauthenticity. So what do I mean by inauthenticity is that even though you have the best of ability, people find something not right about the energy. How many times, you know what, I want to tell you this. They don't necessarily have to be an handwriting analyst. Let me ask you this. You meet somebody in your life and you felt, I want to be with this person. I want to connect with this person. He has such a beautiful energy. How many times have you met people who had an opposite of that? You know what?
Yeah.
You want to just go away from that person.
True. Sometimes we feel that.
Yeah, you went to a place, you saw and felt about that place. Similarly, when people, when you practice, you're creating that vibration around you, creating that frequency around you. And this is how Roshni's signature was when she came in. So that's the first observation. Now, right now, go look into your signature. The qualification to fall your signature into scribble is look into your signature and find out, can I read your signature? Number one. Number two, can I at least identify whether it is an M or an N or an O? That means if I'm not able to identify a letter, it's a scribbled signature.
Oh, so can I read it clearly? And is it, can I identify the letters in it?
No, that means that the idea about scribble is that you can't figure out anything.
You can't figure out, okay.
You can't read it. You don't know the first name of the signature. You don't know the surname of the signature. So it's just fancy signature on the screen.
Wow. So what did you realize from Roshni's life by just looking at the signature about her?
Right. So when I looked into her signature, I found inauthenticity she's vibrating at. And that's why, even though she has all the abilities, she's not able to reach where she wants to reach and make a mark in her career.
So,
And
what were
that's
the problems she was facing because of that in her life that you were able to identify?
that even though she had all the potential, she has been attending a lot of programs, but she could not take any action on it. And she was not able to be confident about offering her services. And
I
earlier,
see.
people never used to buy, never used to actually opt for her services until we worked on it.
Wow, interesting. Anything else that you see in the handwriting here?
Yes, I have plenty of things.
Let's do it this way. To go fast, can you show us like 5 problems in this handwriting, like a handwriting analyst? Like if you do it like an analyst properly instead of just telling us, what are the 5 things that you can recognize fast?
Okay.
And not in terms of the handwriting, but in terms of the problems that you can see in the handwriting.
Great. So I can see a lot of things. The first thing is the moment I see somebody's handwriting, right now in this handwriting, I'm able to see inconsistency in energy and also in the behavior. I'm also able to see that too many things going on, like confusion of interest. I also see that somebody who's seeking validation, she decides things, but she still needs somebody to validate what she's deciding about it. And number 4 is that, you know what, she's looking at doing something which will make her stand out of a crowd, and in this process she will end up making difficult decisions for herself. And I also see temper in her personality. That means she will get angry very easily, happy very easily, and also upset. That means her emotional graph is up and down.
So obviously this would be impacting her relationships then.
Definitely.
So at that time when she did this with you, was she going through relationship problems in that phase of her life?
But yes, it was really evident in the handwriting. But what was really majorly not working her in her career, in her life, was the career and the money aspect of it. And she was very clear about fixing that using handwriting.
Wow. How many of you would love to know what did Imran sir really see in this handwriting that gave him so much clarity about what needs to change in our handwriting and how to remove those career and money blocks? Type in me in the chat window if you'd love to know that now. Yes, Imran sir, what exactly did you see? If you could teach us a little bit here.
Sorry. So quickly look into your handwriting. First thing we talked about was a scribble signature. And the second thing I want you to look into your own handwriting and also here is that, especially your middle zone letters. Now look at the word positive. And how many of you are able to see the size of the letter O and the size of the letter S is not the same. And the size of the letter, can you see here the V and also Z? So can you see there's a fluctuation in the size of the middle zone? Not only that, look at the word weakness. Look at the letter E is bigger and A is small. And that means all the middle zone letters, the size is not consistent. Quickly look at your handwriting and signature, everybody, and let me know, yes, Imran, I have this on the chat.
Wow. So there's a variation in the size of the letters used in 1 or 2 different words in that entire script. Can we look at that thing again, if you don't mind? And is there same variation there in our handwriting, not only in that one word which you showed, but also what, multiple words?
Everywhere. Can you see that here? The size A. You look at here, the S is big, the A is different, the E is different. Look at here, E, each. Look at the size of the E.
So what were you able to identify because of this variation? Which problem did you identify from this?
The biggest problem in our life right now, Mitesh, is the power of being consistent. And anytime I see variation in the size of the middle zone, I figure out inconsistency in behavior and inconsistency in the energy level. So if Roshni starts her day on a particular energy and she's not able to sustain it, she's not able to contain that. And even her behavior, that means how she interacts with people, how she's actually behaving, conversing with people, it's not really being consistent there. And that was the biggest roadblock.
Wow, this is so important because the biggest thing, I think you're right, what people are truly struggling with when it comes to career and money is just consistency and not being able to take action. How many people are struggling with the same? Type in G for guilty in the chat window if you're struggling with that inconsistency in your life. You know you have all the potential, but you're not able to take action and hence you're not able to get the results. Maybe that's identified in your handwriting as well. But Imran, you said this is a measurable way of growing success, right? For, in this case, career and money. So were you able to help Roshni to change her signature, to change maybe some parts of her handwriting? And was that able to bring a shift, not only in her handwriting, but in her career and money status also?
Yeah, so it's possible. And that's what I'm here to share with everybody, that there's a very systematic way of doing it. We call this process of changing your handwriting and signature as graphotherapy. Grapho means line and therapy is a systematic way of changing it. And I want to show you, Mitesh, the before and the after handwriting.
Please, looking forward to that.
So now from the previous
Oh.
signature, we changed Roshni's signature to this way.
Wow.
And also, if you really pay attention to the middle zone size, look at the U and the I and the E. Look at the spacing and the size of the quiet here.
Yeah, this is much more neat handwriting. Like the signature is so readable.
Yeah.
I can understand the difference between the first name and the last name. It's absolutely crystal clear. And in the handwriting, as you said, there are no more variations of that level of up and downs in the letters. Wow. So when she made only these couple of changes, what changed in her life? And how much time does this change take?
Okay, so Roshni has been associated with us for a couple of months right now, and it's a work in progress. And the way she went ahead was simply amazing. I'm really inspired by her commitment towards altering her own self. And I want to tell you that she is not in India, she is in Dubai. And now, because she was able to shift her frequency, her energy, she went about creating a new identity for herself using the power of handwriting analysis. So as I said, we not only help people change life using handwriting analysis, but we support them with the content, system, process, products, everything. And now
Wow.
she found a calling using handwriting analysis, and she's a highly established graphologist in Dubai.
In 2 months?
No, it's in about 6 months of time, yes.
Okay, 6 months. Okay, fair enough. So she's been like educating herself in this field for 6 months. This change took her 2 months, but the whole process of she becoming a graphologist took about 6 months.
Yes.
Wow, amazing.
The story to all of you. How many of you like to say, Imran, yes, I got the changes, I understood what she changed, but what happened? What it materialized into as a result
In
How
her
many of you
life,
like
yeah.
to see it?
I would love to see that. How many of you would love to see that? Type an I in the chat window if you want to see the results of Roshni today after changing her handwriting in 2 months. Let's go.
Surely. Now look at this. She was on the radio in Dubai talking about handwriting analysis.
Whoa, this is amazing.
And not only this much, look at this. She is talking about handwriting analysis to the women organization in Dubai, and she is full on in action.
Wow.
And she's using offline and online. And you know what? As part of the master practitioners of graphology, she's also equipped with working with kids. Look at, she's doing programs on handwriting development for kids using her online platform.
This is amazing. Oh, wow. Oh, so obviously her career went up. Obviously she started making good money.
Yeah,
Is she
remember
making
I
money
shared-
now in Dubai?
I remember I shared, Mitesh, that my career started with a talk in Rotary Club. She
Correct.
was invited by the Rotary Club in Dubai to talk about handwriting, and that's a picture which is showing.
What a beautiful coincidence. And is she making money with this now as a career?
Oh my God, you can name it, and she will ask you. The idea is she is making more than what she actually invested in the program. She's about 12 lakh rupees in Indian rupees she has made there being there.
Wow, amazing. Congratulations, Imran. This is a big case study because I know as a coach, the biggest success that coach experiences is when the student really becomes more successful in a shorter period of time than we did it in our life. And I'm sure when we started, we didn't make 12 lakhs in such a short period of time as a coach because we didn't have this kind of a roadmap. We had to figure it out ourselves. Amazing. Can we see one more proof? How many of you are inspired by that to see one more proof? Quickly type in one more in the chat window if you want to see one more proof, everyone. Let's go.
I have tons of stories. My biggest challenge is to pick up which story to speak with you. So now everybody look at this handwriting sample on your screen right now. And as a handwriting analyst for us, every handwriting speaks amazing things. So now before I decode and tell you what this handwriting is speaking, I want to ask you a question. How many of you have this problem, Imran? I'm not able to see myself in the future. So let me explain you what I mean by this. Imran, I'm not able to see myself in the future. If I ask you a question right now, how do you see yourself 2 months down the line, 6 months down the line, 1 year down the line? You know what, Mitesh, many of us don't have a specific, answer to it. We believe in, let's take life as it comes. So let me explain you in this behavioral aspect. We tell you, you are this person. That means you're taking decisions today without forcing the consequences of these decisions in the future. So many of us are operating with a mindset of a hunter. Aaj ka aaj dekh lete and then we'll think about it tomorrow.
Correct.
So this is one of the reasons why we don't grow in our life, because you don't have an aspiration. You don't know how to see yourself in the future.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So what are the problems that you see in this handwriting based on that?
There are plenty of things which I can see, but I want to only focus on two important aspects. I want you to all look into this. Now we have in handwriting letters which is going up, the letters which is going down. So now I want to bring your attention to the word W-I.
No, hold on. Before you show me the actual words, can you tell me 4 or 5 problems that you see in this person's handwriting just by looking at the handwriting?
So when I see this handwriting, I can not only 4 to 5, I can see close to 100 plus things, but I want to tell you that, okay, there's a lot of issues when it comes to irritation. So the trigger point is very, very high in this person's personality. That means he gets irritated when he looks incompetency towards other people there. I'm able to see he's highly cautious as a person. That means even to take a calculated risk is not going to be coming forward because he wants to make sure that every decision is right. We are also able to see there is self-esteem fluctuating. We're also able to see leaves for the movement. We're also able to see confusion of interest, and I can go on and on.
My God, this is amazing. Everyone type in amazing in the chat window. He was able to identify things like this about his handwriting. And now if he changes his handwriting, he's able to change his frequency, his FTBA, feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and actions.
That's my point. That's why we're telling you it's measurable. That means I know how you started and I know how you're heading towards.
Wow, this is amazing. So let's now see, what did you see in the handwriting which gave you the signals that this is what's wrong in his life?
So if you look at the word W-I-L-L, and how many of you are able to see and understand the letter L is not going as much up it should be. It is same size of the I compared to the L going up. So this is called the zones missing in the handwriting. Can you see if I draw the line, the I and the L are of the same size. So when your upper zone letters like T, D, L, H are not going at least 2 times the size of the middle zone, that's where the problem is. And look at this word carefully here. The U and the L is not of the same size. Look at the, it's same size. It's supposed to be going up, but it's lying low there. Look at the word strength here. Look at the word, everywhere you see the upper zone is not defined very much. Look at the word WITH. So this is a problem. That means this person is not able to see himself in the future. Even though you talk to the person, motivate that person. If the person can't see himself in the future, we will all fail as a coach.
And did they change that handwriting, and did they change their ability to see themselves in the future, reduce irritation? Because you said there was irritation, there was cautiousness constantly. Can we see the new handwriting?
Yes, please. And you'll be surprised, the new handwriting surpasses all the things which we're saying. But I also want to bring to your notice, in the new handwriting, you'll also see that the T bars are not really consistent in the first handwriting, and you'll see the T bars being more consistent in the next handwriting. See here.
Wow, so this is after the program.
Yes. Now,
this looks like a totally different person's handwriting.
Now look at the T's. Look at the T bars. The T bar has to be balanced. Look at the zones defined in the writing there.
Right. Wow. So what happened as a result of he changing his handwriting?
Right. So Rajat was, and still, he's a corporate employee. He has a job which he's doing. But you know what? Everybody looks at creating some massive changes in our career. He wanted to do so many things, but never took action towards it. So he's always been postponing things. And he also somewhere felt having all the knowledge. Mitesh, this is the problem with most of us. I know everything about NLP. I know everything about law of attraction. I know everything about Ho'oponopono, but I don't take actions. Like I don't even talk about my abilities. I don't even talk about my potential. I can actually heal people. You know why? We all somewhere feel, who will pay money to me? I don't think so. I'm worth it. I know I'm not really sure that people are really coming. So this is one of the problems, Rajat.
That even Rajat had.
Rajat had. And from there to going and doing programs on stages.
Wow.
And not only that, look at the shift in his career. He is also right now currently closer to 6 lakh rupees in the incomes there.
Amazing. Everyone type in congratulations to Rajat, because remember, when you congratulate other people and be happy for them, that happiness comes back to you. So this is in Rajat's life. And how much time, Imran?
In about less than 1 year's time. I think he's about 8 months being with us. I can also come out with a specific date and time. But what I want to tell people is that it's possible.
Wow.
Okay, some of us take little time, some of us take little more time, because we all have certain levels of resistance. And that's how it is all possible. And you know what, Mitesh, I just gave you 2 examples and 2 case studies. Can I show you all the other students' success stories as a handwriting analyst?
Wow. Let's at least see 1 or 2.
Surely. Will you believe, my first interview came in the newspaper when I started my career. I had to put in a lot of efforts to get, featured in it,
Right.
newspaper. In less than 1 years of a time, my student Poonam Bhosle was interviewed by Times of India. And look at
Wow.
what Times of India actually calls her. The Times of India calls her handwriting expert. She says, now,
Wow.
based on the results, they can plan various activities that will help them develop their personalities, said Poonam Bhosle, a handwriting expert. And I want to tell
Wow.
you this. She did my program, an entire program. She's never asked me any question, never interacted with me. But when she focuses on her own self, she goes directly talks to the media and she comes back and she's crying. She has happy tears and said, Imran,
Wow.
look at what I've created. And for her, it was a big thing because she was just an employee, but today she has a new identity as a handwriting.
Amazing. Everyone type in congratulations for Poonam as well. And how many of you got the proof, what Imran sir said? Secret number one, that handwriting is the most measurable way of growing your success from where you are to where you want to go in all four areas of life: health, relationships, career, and money. We'll take one more result and then we'll go to secret number two.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
Imran.
this is Kirti Sushant Pai. She was interviewed by a college magazine, Women's College Magazine, talking about looking a woman who has taken an alternative career.
Wow.
Look at this is Sonal. She got featured in a Hindi newspaper when she went back to her alma mater, that is her school, talked about what she's doing. This is Ritanya getting facilitated in her school. This is Preeti Gandhi getting featured as a calendar, feature about acknowledging the type of contribution she's doing towards people. And all this is possible just if you
Amazing.
can get present to the powers you have as a
This is
handwriter.
amazing, Imran. Congratulations for this. This is wonderful. So, how many of you would love to now believe that if they can measurably help somebody grow their life, you can also do it? Type in one more time, I can, in the chat window. And then we go to the secret number two, because Imran, one of the biggest questions we have is the more we see these results, while there is excitement, there's also nervousness. And I can tell you that because when I learned something new as a coach, there was excitement that this is possible, but there was also nervousness. And you told us that the secret number two today is about learning how this can be the easiest and the fastest way possible to be a coach. How is that? If you can give us that proof as well.
Surely, please. So the biggest challenge, as I shared with you, Mitesh, is that everybody wants to do it, but they don't have the proper system. So
Correct.
with my 19 years of experience, what we have done is we have cracked the code of creating a beautiful system for people to come and experience, and all that they have to do is go ahead and make it happen. And I want to talk about a very amazing student of mine. And he came in, he first focus was his own self. And I want to invite everybody to focus on that. Like, let's start with you first. Let's transform you and you become an example for many more people there.
So how did this happen? Like when you're talking about the student of yours, how did he become a coach easily compared to normal people? Because one of the biggest problems that we face as a coach is, one, we don't have a niche, right? We don't have a topic. You're giving us a ready-made topic, which is handwriting analysis. But then we don't know how to sell ourselves, or we don't know how to promote ourselves. Like, what happened? If you can give us an example of one of your students who was able to easily grow himself as a coach, and why?
Okay, so I want to introduce you to one of my amazing students. His name is Upendra, and what he went on to create is he identified a niche. And I want to ask you, all of you here, how many of you have difficulty in finding out the niche for your own self? That means, what is that which you really want to do? And the biggest problem is, Mitesh, we don't know what is a niche. Like, what do we need to really specialize? How do you place yourself in the market? How do you establish yourself? So we don't know that.
That's true.
When I teach handwriting analysis to people, I also help them to zero down on one. So that means if you learn handwriting analysis, you can help people in recruitment, personality assessment, personality profiling. You can help people in relationship compatibility. You can help people with health, and you can also help people in developing a better personality for themselves. So now when Upendra came into our community, he saw about handwriting analysis and he went on to make his own niche out of it. And his right now focus is he's helping people who experience sexual intimacy as a challenge in a relationship. And he focused on his, as a challenge, and now he's created an identity. This is his website, and now he's offering his services based on this.
So he's now using handwriting analysis to help married couples or people who are going through sexual intimacy struggles to be able. What do you really? How can somebody get better at? I mean, I'm really sorry to using that word, but sexuality by handwriting. And why did Upendra choose that specifically? Was he personally going through that problem himself?
This is one topic which we don't talk much about in India because sex is still a taboo, and We still have our own reservations for the way we look at it.
Yeah.
But this is one of the challenges. You know what? Many of us experience something called as physical frustration. Physical frustration is there's something in your life not working the way you want it to work, and
Correct.
in turn, it causes frustration to you. So the frustration could be because of things to do with your relationship with people, or it could be about your health. You want it to be in a particular way, you want to look like somebody, or you want to have a particular, image. So this is what is happening. And the third one is, are you with me?
Yep, absolutely. So specifically, Upendra was going through himself the same problem. Is that why he chose this field?
True. So this is what it all started from. So we saw in his handwriting, and the best part was Upendra was also participating in the program with his wife, and both of them underwent this program. They identified, they went ahead and discussed this and came out of this. And I said, Imran, if I am able to figure this out, and if I'm able to fix this for my own self, I think I should be doing this for many more people.
Are you trying to say that in his handwriting, he was able to detect with your course that he has that sexual intimacy problem and why he has that?
Yes.
Do you have that sample? Is it possible to see that?
Yes, possible. So we also have a handwriting sample. In fact, the first client of Upendra was his own spouse. And he not only started to focus on the health aspect of it, but also went on to work on the other health challenges, helping his own spouse to get out of it. So now if you look at this handwriting, we have something in the letter Y. So if you pay attention closer to the letter Y, especially the letter Y is supposed to be complete loop. The challenge is most of us, when you write your Y, you make it as an incomplete loop. So let me show you what do I mean by incomplete loop. Can you see that there's a loop, but you don't reach back to the baseline? That means it's not a complete loop. You see there is an incomplete loop there. You see there's an incomplete loop there. There's an incomplete loop there. So this is where we see that handwriting is showing incomplete. You see this here.
Oh. So this was his handwriting, his spouse's handwriting.
This is the spouse handwriting.
Spouse's handwriting. And this, for an example, this signifies that there is frustration and physical intimacy is not, would we say, desirable enough?
Yes.
Oh, so he was able to change that in the handwriting, and had that improved their intimacy between them as a relationship?
Not only that, he went on to work on many more dimensions in the handwriting and the personality.
Oh, so that's why he chose this, because he was able to help himself. His married life improved, so he took that as a niche, saying, I want to help many other people in the world.
Yes.
Wow. So can we see some of his results? And in terms of, I don't know if there is a post handwriting also.
Yes, I can show you the handwriting about before and after handwriting. Both the husband and wife gave us a sample, and they were, generous enough in sharing that, Imran, yes, you can take this as a conversation.
Case study.
And let's inspire more people to do it. And I want to show you both the handwriting samples of before and after. I want to show you.
Sure. In the meantime, everyone type in congratulations to Upendra. This is a big, big deal. This is such a big problem in the country, and most people don't talk about it. He not only spoke about it, he identified it in his handwriting, and he's now helping other people achieve goals in that area. Beautiful. Let's see his handwriting now.
Inspiration for me too, because many times I know people want to focus on this, want to talk about it, but very few people actually take this as a challenge. Saying that, Imran, I want to take this message forward, and he went about it.
Amazing.
And every time I see him in a session, I always acknowledge, thank you for doing the hard talk. Thank you for doing the most difficult talk and inspiring people in their life.
No doubt. So what do we see in this handwriting now? What is the before after here?
So can you see that here the Y loops are more consistent? Not only it is a complete loop, but it's a consistent loop.
Wow.
And look at the T bars, highly balanced. Look at the I dots closer to the stem. Look at how every middle zone letter is consistently of the same size.
Wow. So on the right side is Upendra, on the left side is his spouse.
This is Upendra, yeah. So can you see the signature of Upendra there?
Very clear. And in how much time was he able to see that benefit in his relationship where their intimacy started improving with this graphotherapy?
4 months of time.
4 months. Wow. But imagine everybody, if he's married, I don't know how many years he's been married for, but if even for a couple of years, even for 2 years, if he's going through that frustration, and if he's able to solve that just with handwriting in 4 months, this is mind-blowing. A lot of people are not able to solve that problem even with handwriting. And as Imran is saying, today he started making money with this by helping other people because he's become a master practitioner. So Imran, is there any results in terms of any of his pictures or anything that we can see where he's, or do we have any information of how much money he's made? Okay, here we are.
Closer to about 5 lakh rupees right now. So about 4 lakh 50,000 rupees what he's making.
Wow. Amazing. Everyone type in congratulations to Upendra, and very, very unique field where he's made close to 5 lakh rupees as a handwriting analyst, especially focusing on helping people to increase intimacy in their relationships. This is beautiful. This is truly, truly amazing. Oh, awesome. How many of you would love to have this skill in your life and you would love to do this kind of a progress? But Imran, why was he able to do it so easily? Like, what is it that you provide that helps him or us to be a coach easily? That's what the point we started with, right? So why was it easy for him?
Okay, so the idea is we're going to tick all the boxes when it comes to launching you as a handwriting analyst. So the idea here is that the one of the things we all need is systems and a process. And we created that for Upendra, that he can actually take on this as a system and a process and make it work. So what are the systems possible if you are actually working with us? You know what? We have a handwriting analysis software. So that means we're going to give you an opportunity to analyze handwriting using a software. So when I say software, it is still you analyzing the handwriting. It's not the AI, it's not the machine, but we make it easy for you, remembering 128 things, doing all these combinations of behaviors and everything. It's all possible because you're able to, do that.
So the master practitioners get access to that software?
Yes.
Is it possible to see it?
Okay. It may not make much sense to you because you have not, understood this entire process, but let me show you this. So can you see this is a software where you will look into your handwriting and find out if you write in a particular way, you just tick mark here. And if you're having a particular M, you're going to tick mark here. And we're going, we can go by the way you write your alphabets, we can go by the way you write your numbers, we can actually go by combining your report, and at the end of it, you actually get a report to generate in the, to share it with your clients too.
Crazy. What is the kind of report that gets generated with this?
It's a detailed 16-page report which talks about everything about your personality, starting with the base of your personality to your thinking pattern, to your fears and defenses, to areas.
I have to write 16 pages?
No, we will give you a report of 16 pages.
Okay, you will give it. Okay. Hold on. Let's say I'm becoming a master practitioner. I learned this and I'm using this software. So how do I create this kind of a 16 pages report? Because that would be very complex for me.
Yeah, you don't have to really do it. There is a software which is going to do it for you. All that you have to do is help us tick the right boxes by looking into the handwriting.
Wow. How many of you say that could make your life very, very easy? Type in easy in the chat window if having a software like this could make your life easy. And not just this. What else can we get from Imran sir which can help us make our life easy in order to become a coach? Imran, anything else that you can tell us about the systems?
Yeah. So when we say, Mitesh, that you have to write your handwriting in a specific manner, if I tell you that you have to change your letters in a specific manner, we have come out with a beautiful systematic material wherein the material is sent to the clients and they write it in a particular way. And even the books which you make your clients write has been sent by us. So you don't even have to worry about it.
Oh, so you give us the books, you give us the systems, you give us the software.
Yes.
You show us exactly how to analyze, and the report to be created is also coming from that software.
Yes, including the kids' handwriting sample.
But no wonder people are able to make money easily with this. This is really, really awesome. How many of you would love to start this journey with us? Type in I in the chat window if you'd love to start with this journey. Because now, as Imran sir said, there are 3 secrets that we wanted to learn, remember? Now, the first secret we've already learned, which is how to make this journey measurable for you. Before handwriting, after handwriting. Life changed, perfectly measurable. 2, learning how to make it easy for you. Having a software, having a system, the niche is ready, the product is ready, the notebooks are ready. You just have to deliver it to your students. And the best part is when you analyze this just by looking at somebody's handwriting, they are so impressed by you that they want to give you money because you can show them that this is how your handwriting is today. And if this is how your handwriting will be after 1 or 2 months of graphotherapy, you'll be able to change your life. You'll be able to give them that kind of assurance. And the best part is, while giving them that assurance for making them practice graphotherapy, the books are also given by Imran sir. Right, Imran?
Yes.
Perfect. Now, those of you who are ready to go to secret number 3, type in I in the chat window if you're ready to go to secret number 3, which is how do you become an X-ray machine? Like you remember how he showed us in the beginning, that Superman picture, where you'll be able to see what is going on in a person's body, what is going on in a person's mind like an X-ray machine. But before we go there today, as I promised you, this is a business opportunity that we are giving you. So what we are going to ask Imran sir to do now is tell us everything about how can we take advantage of this business opportunity? What is included? How much time will it take us to become a master practitioner? What is the journey? And what is our investment? And how can we start? This will take about 15 to 20 minutes. After we complete this part, then we go to the secret number 3 at the end of it. How many of you promise to remain with me till the very end, till secret number 3? Type an I in the chat window if you're with me till the very, very end, because I know that everybody is not going to be able to join this program. The investment is big. It requires a lot of commitment, but it is for those people who are 100% clear that yes, Mitesh, I'm clear now. Imran, I'm clear now. I want to use this as a business opportunity. Rest of you, for whatever reason, if you're not ready today, stay with us till the very end so that you're able to learn the secret number 3, which is still part of the course today. Okay? So yes, Imran, how do we become a master practitioner and what's the whole journey? Go.
Mitesh, I always believe in coming from the future, and everybody, thank you so much for choosing, and I love the energy on the chat box. Let's start with declaring something. I want you all to go ahead, quickly pick up your pen and paper and write this for your own self. I want you to write your name here and then write down Master Practitioner of Graphology. And you know what? This is the title which you all are working towards. So in the end of the day today, when I'm going to ask you to take action, can you see that here? You will be, this is the designation we are operating from. This is what we're going to be getting. So write down your name and write down below your name, Master Practitioner of Graphology, and tell me on the chat box, how does it feel? Because it's very important that you need to resonate with what you're actually going ahead and making. And you're going to be remembering this conversation for a very, very long time, because everything started by you declaring on a paper. Because I believe when you write, you give power to your thoughts. So go ahead, everybody, write your name first, full name, and then right below Master Practitioner of Graphology. And tell me, how do you feel after you write that? Imagine you have this designation on your business card, on your social media profiles, on your CV, on your bio. This is what we are here to give you right now. Thank you. Thank you. Amazing. Fine. We love to have this card. Thank you. So this is what we are working towards. And what does graphology consist of? You know what? In graphology, there are many ways of looking at it. When we are looking at you completing this program as part of the master practitioner of graphology, you'll be first starting with the analysis part. So what I demonstrated to you right now, it's called as analysis, where you look into the handwriting. Are you all with me? When you look into the handwriting and you're going to be analyzing the handwriting, just the way I looked at Raj's handwriting, I looked at Roshni's handwriting, and I can figure out more than 128 things about it. And the next part of graphology is development part. And this is the most exciting part of the handwriting graphology, is the development part. How many of you will be interested in working with children? Imran, I'm passionate. I love to work with kids. I want to support them. I want to make them the future citizens of this country, be most amazing. And how many of you realize, Imran, if we had a great start as a child, as a student, we'd have been a different person today. And how many of you are excited of working with children? And you know what? As part of the analysis, we work with grown-ups, but we will also be training you how to work with the children. Because when we work with kids, we don't work on their handwriting analysis, but we work on handwriting development. So when we look into their handwriting, we're not just merely looking at what are the areas to be improved. No, we want to help them to perform better in their academics. So you'll be trained to generate a report like this as a master practitioner of graphology. Now imagine any child you meet and you're able to generate this type of a report on the kid's handwriting, and you can show the parents, and the best part is you can actually talk to the parents and show that how they can improve their writing skills and bring in performance enhancement in their academics, and also behavioral changes in the writing. And it's very beautifully and systematically done. And you'll understand it's not about fixing problems with kids. It's not about changing their behavior. It's just about facilitating in a way that we give them an amazing start. How many of you love that? Everybody, how many of you love that?
Wow, this makes a lot of sense. So Imran, how do we really start? What's the journey here?
Okay, so you just sign up today with me and Mitesh, and we're going to be sending you physical course material where we're going to teach you everything. So the next important part here is we're going to be talking about the analysis part. So after the analysis part, we're also going to be talking about the health aspect of it. As I said, everybody will be working on their own handwriting. So we're going to be sending you systematic material. So for example, for the health in handwriting, so we're going to be sending you material which will have everything which is connected to writing. We'll start with letter A, and it goes on till letter Z. So can you see that how every letter speaks about your behavior, how every letter speaks about your health? So we're going to go one letter at a time. Can you see that? It's a C, the D, and the E, and the F, and then you'll also have a deeper understanding about health and handwriting. So why do you have BP issues? Why are you having diabetes, and how do you actually work towards helping yourself or healing yourself? All these things can be done using, and the best part is we're going to give you a systematic way to change your handwriting. So we're going to be giving you this as a different books which you're going to be writing to improvise and focus on your own handwriting. So this is how this system starts, Mitesh.
Wow, this is awesome. So let's say I'm signing up today, right? Like, how much time will it take for me to become a master practitioner? What is my first level, second level, third level? Like, what's the journey like?
Okay, so if you're starting today, it will take you close to about 3 months of your time. And in this 3 months, you will be establishing yourself as a handwriting analyst.
You're saying 3 months, right? So the first step would be?
Our first step would be, if you've not done our first step program, so you'll be starting a weekend workshop with me, which is also part of this master practitioner program. And then we're going to start building your reputation as a professional handwriting analyst, and it starts with 8 sessions with us. And if you've already done that, that means it becomes your process much more faster. That means to say, some of the people in your community right now, in the session right now, they might have already done my first step program and also professional approach program, and they gradually go towards health and handwriting, and then we start the conversation around the graphology aspect of it.
Perfect. And all of these sessions will be live, right? Like, we'll go through level 1, 2, 3, all live until I become a master practitioner.
Yeah. So this is a science, and this is about human beings, and no better way of learning than learning live like this in a session.
Yep. But do we still get the recordings in case I'm not able to attend the live session? Or if I want to watch the live session again as a recording, do we still have that option?
For life, yes.
Perfect. So all of you, remember, lifetime access to recordings, lifetime access to the live sessions, and complete support to be in this business as a handwriting analyst and to make millions. Imran sir has been doing a weekly support sessions for the master practitioners for the last, 3 years, Imran? Almost every week.
Every week.
Right? Almost every week he's been doing live sessions to support his master practitioners. That is why they are making so much money. So Imran sir, what is the investment? I know in the beginning I told them the investment is 6 lakhs, but you do have a special offer for them. How many of you would love to see that special offer? Please type in special in the chat window if you want something special. I mean, of course, if you want to still pay 6 lakhs, I'm okay with that. But if you want that special offer, please type in special in the chat window. Yes, Imran sir, what is that special offer for us now?
And the offer is something amazing. You'll not be able to believe it. And you know what? Technically, Miteshji, if you do my program one program at a time and you go step-by-step process, it's a different combination altogether. So as Miteshji said, our programs are actually designed, and this is actually 6 lakh rupees as a program which includes everything. And when I said 6 lakh rupees, what all it includes, remember I talked about establishing yourself as an authority. You know what? We will be helping you get listed in our master practitioners website. So all these people are the people who are master practitioners. And the best part is we are not just listing them on our website. If you click on them, you know what? It actually helps you to pass this link to your clients. So if Pooja ji wants to pass on what are the offerings she does for her own, for the clients, look at that. She offers 3 different services. One, to work with kids from the 6 years to 16 years of age. And she also works with people to change the signature for 16 years and above, and this thing. So when you click on this, you actually understand all the services. And the best way to reach out to Pooja ji and create clients is look at the testimonials we have. So all these are included, including the software, including all this thing. And in fact, I want you to go ahead and make a list of all the topics which you're going to be learning. You know what? Anything to do with penmanship, you're going to be learning with us. Yes, including writing capital letters. Including, how many of you have a habit of, Imran, I don't write much, but I do a lot of doodling. Like if I get a pen and paper, I make a lot of random shapes onto the paper. And you know what? How many of you want to make scientific signature corrections for your own self? And working with kids, all this and much more. In fact, when you join our program, there'll be a detailed orientation where I'm going to tell you everything which you need to really understand. But right now, the opportunity is for you to grab. So Miteshji, can I go ahead and give them the offer right now?
Looking forward to it.
Yes. So it's not 6 lakh rupees. Okay. So it's for 4 lakh rupees right now. Plus the GST is the offer. But today we have a live seminar offer. We are going to be giving you an exciting thing. But right now, before I strike this down and tell you the actual offer, tell me your full name on the chat box. Yes, Imran, I'm excited because look at what is the fee you're paying and look at the results which I have already shown. And by the way, I have just showed you only few of it. There are tons of students who have created amazing results. So go ahead, type in on the chat box, say, Imran, I am game for it. So go ahead, tell me on the chat box, yes, Imran, I am ready for it. Because those of you who write in your name right now, the fees is not 4 lakh plus USD. The fees is only, come on everybody, go ahead, type in your name on the chat box, because once you do that, thank you so much. I see a couple of names on the chat box, and the name, all that we have to do is write your name. If you're confirming right now, your fees is only going to be 3,25,000 rupees only, plus the GST. And the registration process is very, very simple. You pay 10,000 rupees as a block payment right now, and you get 10 days time to make the balance payment. Now here is an offer. Listen to me very, very carefully. You pay 10,000 rupees today. So your balance becomes 3,15,000 plus the GST. If you complete your payment in the next 10 days, you know what? The best news is we're not going to charge you GST. So that means GST is absorbed by us and you are only going to be paying 3,25,000 rupees flat minus the 10,000 rupees which you are making as a block payment. So go ahead. All that you have to do right now is pay 10,000 rupees and save on the GST, which is going to be added up to this. And the flat fee is only 3,25,000. And I have one more amazing news. Mitesh, do you like to give the news to people?
Yes, Imran. I'm sorry, I forgot which news are you talking about.
If you've already done my program, Mitesh.
Oh, you're giving them that bonus today.
Yes.
Okay. No, you go ahead, give them that clarity, because I know a lot of people here usually don't get that from you. So it should be your surprise to tell.
Thank you. If you've already done any of the program with me, so if you've done my first step program and whatever fees you have paid to us, go ahead, deduct that on this total. So if you've done any program with us, the first step program, the professional program, or even the IP program, the good news is only today, if you block by paying 10,000 and in the balance amount, you will be deducting any payment which we have received from you for any of the course which you have done with me. It's already deducted. So thanks to Mitesh and Induji, they are actually making it, amazing things for you. So all that you have to do is go ahead, sign up and tell me on the chat box, yes, Imran, I've signed up. So let me welcome you then.
So that means even if I have done the first step, whatever I have paid for that, I can deduct from this overall fees of 3,25,000 rupees. And within 7 days, if I'm joining in by paying the rest of the fees, then I'm not even paying GST on that.
Yes, done.
Awesome. Amazing. So those of you who are joining in, type in your name in the chat window that you're joining in and type in I am ready. And congratulations for starting a beautiful new money-making skill and starting a new source of income for your life. Imran, just to give them a lot of inspiration, can we share some results while people are joining in of those people who have already joined earlier and how much money have they started making? How many people have they started helping? Because people who are joining right now, I want them to have this confidence that they're making the right decision by looking at these students. So here we go.
Surely, no, when I talk about, any of the changes they are experiencing in your life, when we talk about career growth, I want to tell you that, Mitesh, many of them will be having a question that, Imran, really handwriting analysis, can we actually generate so much of a revenue or, is it really a science? I want to tell you this is not just me who's talking about the validation of this science. We have tons of newspaper articles and social media proof about how much this is actually doing wonders to the people in our life. So go ahead, everybody, on your screen right now, I'm showing you. If you're looking at using handwriting analysis as a graphologist in recruitment and career.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Type of articles, this is my work. People have acknowledged, yes, graphology is used not only in India, but also in the Western part of the world where all this and that. Handwriting for health and well-being, yes, it's already acknowledged. All these articles you're going to have an access to once you join my program. And all
hold on. So you're saying as a handwriting analysis, you're going to give me this material. So when I am talking to my clients, my students, I can actually show them this.
Yes, it's part of the material.
This is amazing.
All that, because all these are validations which people are looking forward for. When you talk about kids handwriting, relationship and compatibility, it's all possible because I've been doing that. And the best and the important part is, yes, working on the self-development. So this is the go-to factor right now where we're talking about. So look at all these validations there. talking about kids' handwriting. So my article on how handwriting is still crucial in this digital world.
Very scientific, very, very scientific. Amazing. This is
And I can
called
go
proof.
lot of proof. Not only look at the Gulf news, not only the Indian news, everywhere this is possible.
Wow, this is amazing. And proof of the students who used this material and started succeeding?
Yes. Everybody ready? I'm going to blow your mind right now because this is what is happening right now. So this is Jeevanji. Everybody say hello to Jeevanji. 20 lakh rupees earning as a handwriting analyst. Sandhya, 26 lakh rupees as a handwriting analyst. Okay, Jignesh Bhai, look at the type of work they're already doing. 10 lakh rupees. In fact, Mitesh, if I actually take the latest numbers, I think many of them have already surpassed this number.
Yes.
Pooja ji, 7,80,000 rupees. Sonal Gandhi, teacher from Pune, and look at the type of work she is doing.
Wow.
1,68,000. So they can go on and on. I can show you tons of results where people have actually worked on. Look at 5 lakh rupees. So look at the investment, what you're making, and look at the type of results you can actually generate.
Wow, this is truly, truly awesome. Oh, it goes on and on.
On and on. Yeah, I have tons of reports. As I said, there's so much people are working towards. There's so much people are actually contributing. So this is what is happening.
Amazing, amazing. This is superb. How many of you who've already joined today are getting a lot of confidence? Type in confidence in the chat window if you're getting this confidence that you're in the right place and that now you're ready to have a new skill which has scientific credibility in the market. Listen, a lot of my platinum members have already started doing this. In fact, the pictures that you saw, a lot of them are already our platinum members. Yes. And I'll tell you why it is helping them even more. Because in platinum, they learn how to become a life coach. They learn hope, no healing. Sandhya, for an example, many other people over here who are already part of platinum. So is Rajat. Now, when they started combining, Upendra also, when they started combining life coaching with handwriting, when they started combining hope, no with handwriting, the results that they were able to provide to their students was 10 times faster. And I'm proud to say that many times when I'm individually working with people, I have done only hope, no on people, or I have done only life coaching on people. But these students, our students in Platinum, when they combined handwriting and life coaching skills, which I taught them, and hope, no combination, their results were even faster than what I was able to deliver to my students. This is something I'm super proud of. So those of you who've joined in, I want you to know, congratulations, especially if you're already platinum. The kind of results that you're going to create for your students is going to be mind-blowing. So if you're already a coach, if you're already a healer, or if you're teaching anything in your life right now, and if you want to combine handwriting as a way to 10 times increase the results of your students, this is the right place to be. This is perfect. If any of you have any common questions, you're welcome to ask those questions in the chat window right now. We'll answer some of your questions. Remember, right now you're paying 10,000 rupees, but that doesn't give you instant access to the course or to becoming a master practitioner. How much time are we getting, Imran, to pay the balance fees?
You know what, Mitesh, I have kept it for 10 days because 10 days. I want them to save the GST. So if they can make the payment in lesser than 10 days of time, there'll be no GST charge on 3,25,000 rupees. So they're going to be straight away saving about close to 70,000 rupees because they're not paying GST. So block today and you get 10 days from today to make the balance payment.
Amazing.
Mitesh,
now, once, yes, Sindhu.
Can you take a couple of questions, please?
Yes. Could you probably read those questions to us? Anything that's coming to your mind?
Yeah, there is one person, she's asking that can she pay full? So I have given her the full link. So she can just, it's a flexible link. She can just add the amount and do it. There are a couple of people who are saying, can they pay with the EMI? The rules are same. Block right now and I'll give the link for EMI later. Yeah, Vishaka. Mayur, don't worry. Yes, your TPA fees will be debited. People who have paid TFS and TPA, we will debit. If you have paid TFS, TPA and IP, we'll debit that as well. So the rules are same. What Mitesh offers for Platinum, Imran has extended that for us.
Yep.
So we are going to debit whatever you have paid. Remember, whatever you have paid for it. Okay.
Amazing. So Imran, if you could also tell us, what is the first level program, the second level program, the third level program, and eventually when do they become master practitioner, and what's the journey time like? Because one of the common questions that's coming is, how much time will I have to invest and how much time will it take for me to start making money?
Now, we have made it very easy, Mitesh, so they don't have to worry about it. And the best part is the moment you enroll into our program, we will have an orientation call where we will be explaining to you, but I'm going to give you a brief introduction right now. So you will be receiving 3 sets of beautiful material. The first step will be a weekend workshop which will happen on a Friday evening, 7 o'clock to 9:45, and Saturday, 7 o'clock to 9:45, and Sunday full day, wherein we'll help you to get all your fundamentals right as a handwriting analyst. And the best part is, in this weekend program itself, you'll be ready to analyze handwritings.
So in 3 days?
In less than 3 days of time. It's not even 3 days.
Awesome.
It's 2 evenings and 1 Sunday. And after you finish that,
if I remember, I'm sorry I'm interrupting you there, Imran. I want you to say that promise that I always love hearing. What happens on the third day?
Okay, my promise is we will teach you handwriting analysis in such a beautiful way that you don't need material to analyze handwriting. You will be able to analyze handwriting even before I say bye to you. And that's my promise, just in a weekend of a program with me.
Wow. So you will become an analyst on the first level program itself, which is a 3 days, 2 evenings, which is about 3 hours, right, Imran? And then the third day is a full day program, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The dates will be given to you in the chat window. Don't worry about that. Once they finish this 3 days, they are qualified to now start analyzing. And they're not just qualified, but they're capable of analyzing now.
Yes.
And they will be able to see things the way you are able to see things.
Yes, please.
What's the second level?
Second level is a professional approach, and where you'll be receiving a physical certificate from our side. So not only the certificate, for example, once you complete the professional approach, you'll be receiving a certification called as your professional handwriting analyst. That's your progress towards becoming a master practitioner. And then after you finish your professional approach, which is a 7-session classroom, and after that, we will be inviting you to start your journey into master practitioner program. And I want to tell you something, all our programs comes with physical course material and physical certificates. Yes.
Wow.
So once you join the master practitioner program, the first thing which you're going to be receiving from our side is the course completion certificate. So this is the course completion certificate
Beautiful.
you'll be receiving. So which declares you as a master practitioner. So this will be sent to you in physical format.
Amazing.
And a welcome kit, which we call it as a success kit. So I want to show you that. So it comes, the first thing is you're going to be receiving this, and can you see that this is the title which you're going to be graduating with us with. And then you're going to be receiving a success kit, which we're going to talk about. Remember I talked about business cards. So we're going to give you a business card holder, and we have a goal card for you. We have the ideas book here, and we're also going to be adding this beautiful bag for you, which will have all this, sent to you. So we're going to be sending you this beautiful bag as part of your welcome kit towards the master practitioner program.
Amazing. So, you're giving them all the tools required to make sure that they succeed in any possible way.
Yes.
The website is there, the software is there, the bag is there, the tools are there, the notebooks are there, the textbooks are there, and now you're also talking about this bag over here. And the certificate is also there. That's also physical.
Yes.
Plus all the credibility, valuable material regarding those newspaper articles and everything that you showed, so that they can also use that credibility the way you use it today.
Yes, please.
Wow, amazing. So they go through these 7 sessions, which is the second level, called as the professional approach. What's the third level?
Third level is basically the master practitioner program, where you're going to be starting your journey with us every Monday. We'll have a 1 weekly call where we're going to be talking about, your signature first, how you're going to be fixing your own signature, then how do you work with kids, and we have a separate material for kids. So we're going to be sending you a material which is designed around kids program. So we're going to be sending you all these books. These books are separate, which you're going to be also part of your course material, where we're going to talk about everything which you need to understand about the kids handwriting program.
Wow.
So all these books, because you will also be writing this for your own self, so that before you help children have a better handwriting, you will have your own. And by the way,
amazing.
The biggest challenge is nowadays kids don't write more. And this is the biggest solution which you're going to be offering to the problem, where the child is very good orally telling all the answers, but bad at writing. And this is what we're going to be solving as a problem.
Awesome. So congratulations to those of you who've started this new source of income with this new skill. Everyone type in congratulations to not only yourself, but to the other people who've also joined. Those of you who've not joined, doesn't matter if you've not joined, but you're here with me till the end because you wanted to learn the third secret. Remember, we are starting that now. And I'll tell you why it is logically connecting now. When you become a master practitioner, Imran sir teaches you that third secret of how actually to have X-ray eyes to see some health problems in a person's body, which they have not even been diagnosed with yet. Some relationship problems, some financial problems in their life, which are going to happen in their life in the future, but you can see it in their handwriting today. It's almost like being an astrologer. This is really super powerful. So Imran sir, what is that third secret that we're going to learn in Master Practitioner?
I'm amazed. Thank you everybody for that amazing response on the chat box. I'm sure you're all getting acknowledgement for completing your payments with us. Welcome, welcome. Can't wait to get you all started.
Absolutely.
I always tell you there's so much of work to do together. And thank you for coming forward and experiencing this with us. And can't wait to get you started. And as I said, one of the amazing program which you're going to be also learning as part of the Master Practitioner program is Health in Handwriting. Because I believe in this. A healthy mind cannot have a diseased body.
True.
Many of us are actually experiencing a phenomena called as psychosomatic diseases right now in the world.
Right.
So, no matter whether diabetes or hypertension or thyroid or migraine, when you go to the doctor, the first question the doctor is going to ask you is that, what are you so stressed about? What is happening in your life? What is that which your mind is undergoing as a process? So the idea here is that, can I help you to empower your mind using handwriting so that a healthy mind cannot have a diseased body? So the way we are going to be working is, we're not competing with doctors. We're not even taking away credits from doctors saying that, okay, they don't do much. Doctors do what they are designed to do. They're working on your body. We are going to be working on your mind.
So can you give us a story, a kind of a proof, like a case study again, which you did earlier, like a sample, where you could show us by you actually having your X-ray eyes already and identifying some things in that handwriting without even telling us the handwriting part of it. Let's like, I like to, the power of, jadoo ka trick pehle mat batao, pehle jadoo batao, because then we can really enjoy the jadoo. But if you tell me the trick first, then the enjoyment of the jadoo is gone. So let's have that magic experience.
How many of you have experienced people in your life who have Parkinson's? Parkinson's is where the muscle spasm happens. There's a lot of stiffness in your muscles, and you're not able to do justice. Sometimes you are not able to speak enough. And
isn't this what we say? It's almost incurable medically.
Yeah, so it's just about wait and watch. They are working towards certain medicines, alternative approach towards it. But I want to talk about specifically about a very wonderful student of mine who was an amazing engineer, and because of Parkinson, his speech got impacted. And because he was so conscious about the way he's speaking and people are not able to comprehend, he got into a cocoon and literally depressed. And the validation came from the spouse. The wife actually acknowledged, Imran, after doing your program, he is more confident, his speech got better. And today he has clients whose analysis is he doing and helping them. And you know what, Mitesh, he goes on to help the Parkinson's Club about handwriting, about how they can actually work on it. I have people who are, doctors.
This is the same gentleman here whom you're showing?
Gentleman. Everybody
he had Parkinson's?
Yes.
And after he did this, are you trying to say he's almost like normal and he doesn't have that levels of Parkinson's anymore?
He still has that,
symptoms.
He still has, but the way he took it in his positive stride, and he came out from the cocoon and he does talking, and you will not believe, he gave a paper presentation on handwriting and Parkinson's in front of 200 people in our own session. So that's the confidence I'm talking about.
What is the level of symptoms that went down for him?
He had for 3 years, he got Parkinson diagnosed in 3 years of time. And after 3 years, he actually met us. In about 8 months of he practicing with us, he's doing wonderful right now.
Wow, this is amazing. And now he's a master practitioner?
He's a master practitioner.
This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay.
I have doctors, Mitesh. We have homeopathy doctors. We have a doctor from Mysore, which is one of the cities in Karnataka.
Wow.
And he is, with 15 years of being homeopathy doctor, now he's actually working on handwriting analysis and graphotherapy. We also have Kalpana ji, who is a cancer survivor, and she going to chemotherapy with a smile, with the energy, and doctors were actually literally surprised that what is it about you that you are so excited about? So this is the type of results we are able to do it. And you know what? This is an amazing result. This is Anita ji. Anita ji's mother had a partial face paralysis. In fact, when you do our program, we actually share those pictures with you, but I don't want to share it here. But using graphotherapy, she was able to support her mother with facial paralysis. It got better, visibly better. And when you do the program, I'll show you that.
In how much time?
She did only 30 days of graphotherapy with us. So
graphotherapy can actually help people with these kind of problems like Parkinson's. You're talking about paralysis.
Yeah, it is possible because see, I want to tell you something. Okay, those of you trying to still make a sense out of it, Imran, I'm still not able to comprehend how handwriting analysis is, what is the science behind it and how does it really work? So let me give you a little insight into this, okay? Now, those of you, I'm sure I always give this example in all my programs, and I want to help you to get the information right. Now, every line which you write matters. Every line which you write matters. So in fact, Mitesh, when I look into explaining people the logic behind it, and this is for people who are looking for, Imran, handwriting se sach mein ye sab cheezein ho sakti hai. What is the science behind it? I don't really comprehend this right now. So I want to tell you something very interesting. You know what? I have something on your screen right now.
Okay.
What you see is, this is ECG onto the paper.
Correct.
And ECG is nothing but lines onto the paper. For a layman like me and you, we don't know how to read this, but all that we know is small line, big lines, flat line, and a trained doctor and medical professional can look into this and know the heart health. And by the way, there's nothing but lines on the paper.
Wow.
Now we also have Richter scale. Richter scale is nothing but lines on the paper, but it tells us the impact of the earthquake on the planet. It also talks about lines of stock market, because these lines tell somebody's going to be rich, somebody's going to lose money. So my question is, if all these lines have a meaning, why not handwriting? Because even handwriting is nothing but the strokes.
That's true.
Onto the paper. So there's a science behind this, and yeah, you can debate about, okay, it's being an incomplete science or pseudoscience, but you know what? We have tons of validated results from individuals. So if it is working, I want you to really take this. And if it all, see, I'm not against medicine. I want to tell you this. When I talk about health and handwriting, I'm against you being dependent on medicine.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm not against medicine. Medicines are a product of so many years of input, but what is important is dependency on medicine. Have you seen you eat more medicines than the food?
No doubt about it.
Your medicine is a crucial part when you're traveling. So everything matters to me. Everything matters.
Amazing. How many of you got that amazing clarity that when you become a master practitioner, you'll be able to see these kind of things in somebody's handwriting before it even happens. Imran sir many times has been able to diagnose things in people's body which were not even diagnosed in their reports. Because he says in handwriting, you can see things which are about to happen in the body because they're in your subconscious, and that comes on your handwriting. Isn't that amazing? So with that, Imran, I loved every part of the session. How many of you loved it? Type in loved it in the chat window if you loved the secret number 1, secret number 2, secret number 3. And those of you who've joined in today to be master practitioners, congratulations. Welcome to our beautiful family of master practitioners of Graphology. Let's learn and combine this together with life coaching, with hope, with law of attraction, and let's help millions of more people. Because I know what one of the favorite things that I like Imran says is that all the people in the world who need your help are not going to come to your house to knock your door asking for help. It is our duty now to acquire these skills, to go out in the world, to project yourself as an expert so that people can then find you because you are out there in the market with these new skills. Be in that newspaper, give that radio interview, be on that national television, go to an influencer's YouTube podcast the way I do, the way Imran does, and project yourself as an expert by learning these skills so that you can also start helping people, because I'm 100% sure I and Imran are not enough. Join us as a family and let's work on this together, right? So Imran, any last words to people before we close for the day?
Sure, Mitesh. I want to tell you this. Thank you so much, everybody, for signing up. And I want to tell you something. You don't know what you have got yourself into, because I'm going to be promising you a beautiful journey which is going to unfold, and you're going to surprise yourself by the type of results which you're going to be creating. I know you might be joining me to start an enterprise model or a business or a new venture for yourself using Graphology. But my focus, the most important person for me, the first client which you're going to be focusing on is your own self. So join to shine like the brightest star so that you can go ahead and add value to the entire universe out there.
Makes sense.
Thank you so much for trusting us and coming forward and investing your valuable time and money with us. You know what? With our experience of 19 years, one of the reasons why Mitesh and Induji are endorsing my program is because they have personally seen results happening, not in 1, not in 2, not in 10, not in hundreds, but multiple hundreds of people's lives.
Absolutely.
And they know it works. And if you really follow the system I'm going to give it to you, even before the program gets over, there's money on your bank account, because
amazing.
It's a no-brainer if you don't follow the system which we have created for you, and if you do everything. And more importantly, Let's do it with fun and learning.
Absolutely. Before we leave, is it okay if we could just look at the offer one more time? You showed
Yes,
us a paper
Mitesh.
which includes everything and what is the final investment, because in the beginning of the course we said 6 lakhs, but now we have a special offer for them. So let's look at that paper one more time.
Surely, please. So the offer is very, very simple. And the offer is our flat program fees. You know what? This fees includes not one, not two, not three, but 4 programs. Okay. So all this fees includes our program. I'm going to write the name of the program in the short form. Everybody, please make a note. This includes the TFS, that is the first step program. This is my program, which is the basic fundamentals which you're going to be learning. After this program, we also have something called as the professional approach program. So in the professional approach program, you're going to be mastering the handwriting analysis and graphotherapy. After this, we have a program which is called as the IP program. IP program is inner physician program, which is focused more on your health, and it is focused on improving your mindset so that you can have a better health. And after you finish that, the MPG, which is the part of everything. So this includes everything. So if I actually go on individually writing this price, it will cross close to about 6 lakh rupees of your price. So the idea right now is we are giving away this program for only 3 lakh 25. Okay. And all that you have to do right now is pay a balance of pay a blocking amount of 10,000 rupees, and the balance of 3,15,000 rupees can be paid in 10 days of time. And one of the reasons why you have to make the balance payment in 10 days of time is because if you really look at this 3,25,000 is actually supposed to be 18% GST, and the GST is of close to 58,500 rupees. And what we're telling you is don't pay us the GST, just make sure you complete the balance payment in 10 days. So the offer is only 3,25,000 minus the 10,000 which you have paid today. So the only thing what you have to pay in the next 10 days is 3,15,000 rupees. And the amazing news is if you have already done any of my program, any of this program, all that you have to do is go ahead, deduct those fees in this balance payment and make the balance payment there. That's the major offer which is there. And it's only for right now and today.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Imran, for that once again. And those of you who've signed in, like I said, congratulations. You don't know what you've got into, as Imran said. Looking forward to seeing you soon. A personal facilitator will be calling you to make sure that they welcome you for the orientation of this entire journey. So don't worry, you're taken care of from now onwards. With that, thank you so much, Imran, for this beautiful offer. Looking forward to creating more and more handwriting analysts and master practitioners with your support. Thank you, everyone. See you soon in the next session that we will deliver very soon. Which one? You'll get an email about that soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye, and see you soon in the next program. Bye.